Oh, in this beautiful pastel colored place. And I think this is pretty good, pretty sweet. Then we meet him pretty early on, slaughtering the military guys, and then you realize, oh my god, this guy is a freaking.
And I'm glad.
Psycho.
I was glad that they revealed that they did that right away.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
It just seemed bold to do that. Because you believe, like you said, you in that episode, you believe it just like Andrea did.
Right.
Until you get to that part.
Right.
And so that's sort of why I'm saying, look, what if you hadn't seen that?
Yes.
Then you might still be like, Michonne,
sure.
what's up with Michonne?
Sure. No, absolutely. Absolutely. And I like it's a clever way to do it because he does it so far away from Woodbury and they come back, oh, hey, check out these military vehicles. We just escaped with our lives. Yeah, it's hilarious. It definitely made the dictatorship look reasonable. He's not really a complicated character. He has probably a tragic past, and it's made him kind of batshit crazy. And he's interesting, but he's interesting and really compelling anyway. There's a lot of times they have these one-dimensional characters. They're not interesting. He's a little bit one-dimensional to me, but he's really interesting and compelling, thanks to really good acting and really good writing. And he loves his daughter Penny. She's his, daddy, his little zombie girl. And he keeps his little zombie girl in the closet with a hood and a straitjacket. And he also has the zombie aquarium, which is weird and awesome. And now
you can buy your very own.
Yeah, you can.
Get the Blu-ray. Did you see? I got that for my brother for his birthday.
Yes, I did.
He saw his picture on Facebook. He was stoked.
That's so great. One of my favorite scenes was, by the way, Michonne crashing into the aquarium and with all the biting heads in the aquarium and all the yucky zombie water. Yeah, that'd be gross. Zombie head water. So, yeah, the governor. And going from thinking, oh, okay, this guy, to, oh my God, that guy is bananas. So.
Okay, so I told you that the governor's my number one, too. And that I, watching this series, even having watched each episode 2 or 3 times, I still felt like the governor, it seems like they're conveniently, I don't know, making him seem like a cult leader type, but I couldn't really get a handle on why he was doing the things he was doing. When he chose to be ruthless and other times include people and just what was he doing? And then it kind of just hit me, and they really were very clear about it actually, but that Penny is the most important thing to him. And when she died, he keeps her around, but here's my theory anyway, that now his sole purpose is to recapture his life with Penny. And he's got Milton there. Everybody else is just an object to achieve that purpose.
Right.
In the first 8.
Milton
so he's got Milton there
research.
trying to do research to figure out how to get her back, or at least have that spark of life. Which he says in one episode, I believe you can do this.
Right. Right.
All the townspeople and the pastels and everything, the Beaver Cleaver vibe.
Yeah.
Is to create this idyllic family environment that he had with her before. Yeah, the whole town of Woodbury is for Penny.
Yeah.
And all the henchmen are to keep out anything that might possibly be a threat to that.
Yeah.
And Andrea, he had this dark-haired woman in his bed, but when he found Andrea, who is blonde and looks much more like his wife,
a lot like his wife,
Penny's new mom.
Yeah.
And so that was her purpose,
Yeah.
That's what I think. And so everything he did up to that point totally aligns with that. Just keep out anything that might be a threat, keep Milton working on bringing her back, and then just create this whole life of things the way they were, so that when she is back, he can be her daddy again. And then when Michonne killed her, or finished her off, that was just a sword blade right through his heart,
or a glass shard in his eyeball.
Well, it was through his heart. Then the eyeball came right after. It was like the worst thing, you know. It was like you take the thing you care about the most, and someone else destroys it. How do you feel?
Yeah.
And so that's why the second half is he's like, oh, okay, my whole purpose is gone now.
Yeah.
You know, all of this is for nothing, and so now my whole purpose is to get Michonne in this torture room.
Right.
You know, which I guess I can talk about more. But then that's why I could see his behavior changed in the second half. He got more overtly ruthless.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because he failed in his purpose, and now, you know,
he's got nothing.
And if you're not going to help me, I'm going to fucking shoot you all, you know, because all I want to do now is get Michonne and kill her or torture her.
Right. Yeah.
And so that's why I think in season 4, the governor, if and when he does show up again, it'll be to get Michonne.
He's going to be gunning for Michonne. Yeah.
I mean, yikes. Rick a little, but mostly Michonne.
Be careful of Michonne.
And you see throughout, like in all these episodes, it's all about trying to get Michonne. Like later on when they're making these, trying to make a deal.
Yeah, right.
He tries to trade
Michonne, right? Right. Yeah.
She killed the thing that was most important to him.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Yeah. So I think that he wasn't. Good point. He said, you know, he wasn't crazy until his daughter died, and then he started trying to build all this for her. And as he just got further and further, and all those little scritch marks in his book, I think those are the days since Penny's gone. Maybe.
Oh. You know. Oh, it's so sad.
So
it's funny. You're totally looking at it through a dad's eyes.
I mean, I'm not saying that I think he's right. I mean, everybody's lost somebody. Andrea lost her sister.
Sure.
But yet she's still wanting peace. You know,
yeah.
She let it go.
Yeah.
Rick lost his wife. He suffers a lot over that this season, but it looks like at the end he's able to kind of let it go somewhat.
Michonne lost her boyfriend.
Michonne, yeah. And Michonne, like I said, I think this episode is about the season is about whether you'll shut down in the face of something tragedy.
Right.
The governor definitely shuts down. Everybody is an object to him now. I think Michonne is very shut down throughout most of this until her and Carl go off on their little journey later on.
Clear. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But she's, I mean, I like Michonne, but I feel like, especially when she killed that hermit, she's just too quick to kill sometimes. And she didn't want to, well, that's later on too. Stuff later on where she just doesn't seem to care about people, you know? She's shut down too. Well,
she transforms a bit, and we'll debate that for the next episode.
Okay. Who else? Merle, he's shut down. But I think he's just the kind of person who was already pretty shut down before all of this. He was beaten by his father, and he turned to drugs to help numb the pain and everything. Rick, certainly. Yeah, Rick.
He's a...
And then, of course, there's this Carl, who we'll talk more about later, too. But I think Rick doesn't want him to go too far down the same path that the governor went down.
Right,
you know?
right.
Okay. So we have, did you do yours?
I did.
Yes. Okay. So that was long. I wonder if people find that interesting. Well, I guess we'll find out if people write to us and say, please make it shorter next time. But we asked listeners if anything stood out the second time around. You go first. Watching these. Do you have this?
Sorry. Yes, okay. I do. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
Okay. This is from Shannon. Shannon writes, only that Andrea is even more annoying the fourth time around.
The Walking Dead Girl podcast says it's interesting to speculate what would happen if Shane was still alive in season 3. He would have totally shot the governor the first chance he got. Also, it said that T-Dog didn't get a chance to develop it's sad that T-Dog didn't get a chance to develop his character more.
Sad. Elizabeth writes, well, noticed how much more irritating Laurie is with Rick, but her fate is worse than hell. Think his psychotic and borderline psychotic breaks as a result of guilt. That's the only thing that's annoying me watching this season again, unfortunately.
Yes, I think that every time Laurie appears, it's when he's struggling with having to be responsible with people's safety because he failed with her.
He failed utterly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so sad.
Kenneth says, the more I watch Carl shoot the kid, the more I think that kid had don't think the kid had any evil intentions, but was just scared. I'm sure now it was a cold-blooded murder.
I don't think you could call that a cold-blooded murder.
No, I read this comment and then I watched it again. And the kid looks like he could either be he's looking back and forth at Herschel and Carl, like where is my opening here? Or it could be like, I'm really nervous and I don't know, is one of you going to kill me right now?
Right.
And I'm frozen.
And I was with the group that just invaded the prison.
Right.
And, just tried to shoot all y'all.
Gun, then.
Right, exactly. But that's a good point, Kenneth. It is not clear, and that's one of the reasons I love that scene so much. Evan writes, Kenneth, I think Carl was justified. The other youth looked to me like he was looking for an opening. He was at least an armed enemy combatant who did not comply with an order to drop the weapon. He initially ran into Carl with the shotgun muzzle pointed down, reversed the camera, and he had raised it to the sky, but still in Carl's general direction. As he said, "Here, take it," he was pivoting slightly left, steadily bringing the muzzle around on Carl. When Carl infected him with a terminal case of high-speed lead poisoning, the shotgun was not invisible, but intentionally or not, he was very near to muzzling Carl. Under those circumstances, I think he was justified. Now I think Crazy Carl is well on his way to Psychopath City. Hell yeah.
Sherry says, watch season 3, episode 1 through 8 this weekend. Love being reminded of how much Rick has grown to depend on Daryl to watch his back. Bromance at its best.
That is nice.
Yeah, I think Daryl, he seems to be one of the most well-adjusted this season.
Yeah.
He's of course struggling over whether to hang with his brother or these guys. Like, does that come later? I forget. I think it does. But that's something that a healthy person would struggle with,
this land sort of suits him.
Yeah.
And it also helps that he has Carol.
Totally.
For whatever way he has her. Who knows?
I know. I still love that it's just, they're just friends.
I think they're adorable.
Yeah. All right, that's enough of that. Let's take a break.
Okay.
There's more to come. Stay with us.
We're on Broadway. I once knew a kid, his tongue fell off in his sleep. La bibbidi bibby dum, what? La bibbidi bibby doo. The girl in my basement probably thinks I'm a creep. Yeah, probably. La bibbidi bibby dum.
All right, we're back, and it's time for the news. Just a couple things. So, did you hear that UC Irvine is doing an online college course about zombies and The Walking Dead?
I heard
it's in conjunction with AMC, maybe.
I heard all about it.
Oh, yeah?
I did. And they said that it was like 2 hours a week?
2 to 4.
2 to 4 hours a week. That's a lot of work. It seemed like a lot of work.
I don't know. I signed up.
You did? Oh, great.
But I don't know if I'll do it. Probably not, knowing me. But it was free, so I signed up.
It sounds really cool.
Yeah, I might try it. Okay, I'm going to read from the description. It says, from understanding social identities to modeling the spread of disease, this 8-week course will span key science and survival themes using AMC's The Walking Dead as its basis. 4 faculty members from the University of California, Irvine will take you on an interdisciplinary academic journey deep into the world of AMC's The Walking Dead, exploring the following topics: Maslow's hierarchy of needs, is survival just about being alive, social order and structures, social identity, roles and stereotyping, and there's several more, but it sounds really interesting. Like, if I was in school, I would love this.
Yeah.
But I don't have to go to school anymore.
Therefore, I refuse to learn anything. Anything.
I might do it. I'll see.
Let me know.
I know some other people, some other listeners signed up too.
It's pretty neat that they put a lot of courses on the web now.
Yeah, I'll put that URL in the show notes, by the way, if anybody wants to check it out. Or it's just canvas.net, canvas.net. If you go there, there's a link to it if you're curious. What'd you just say?
I think it's really great that they offer a lot of courses on the web now.
Have you ever taken free. One?
I haven't.
Seems like
but
it's gonna be lonely.
I like that you can.
You can go to iTunes U too, iTunes U, and they have tons of courses from like Yale and just regular courses that just are recorded and presented for free on there.
That's pretty awesome, right?
Totally get a college education just by doing that. But I like to watch Walking Dead. Or
you can just watch cat videos on YouTube all day.
Yeah, exactly, and fiddle with audio equipment.
We know what you do. And porn.
Cat porn. One time, okay, here's a shameful secret. When I was 10, 11 years old. I was homesick and my cat was in heat. That's not as bad as it sounds so far. And then another tomcat came to the other side of the glass window, and they were like trying to get at each other. And so I opened the door and I let them, because I was curious to see what it would look like,
Oh my God, that is shameful.
Well, it's just
what happened?
Nature.
What happened? Did she get knocked up?
Do you want to know the details? God,
no,
it's private.
I just want to know if there were kittens. Did kittens ensue?
Yeah, kittens ensued, and they were lovely, beautiful kittens. But I just thought, okay, if you have family members listening, this might be a little too much for kids or whatever. But I'm not going to go into detail. But cat sex is fairly violent.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's just the way it is, and it's loud and everything. It was really interesting.
Is that how you got Jeff?
No, that's not how I got Jeff.
Jeff is
one of
Jason's
my favorite pets of all time.
cats.
It's not that bad, is it? I mean, I wanted my cat. We wanted kittens.
Did you?
Sure, yeah.
Your family wanted kittens?
We always had cats. Lots of cats.
Wow.
I used to live on a dairy farm where we had like 9 cats.
Well, no, then that's a beautiful story of cat love.
It's a little odd, but I was only a kid.
Beautiful story.
I wouldn't do that now, okay? Because I've already seen it. Okay, next thing.
Wow, moving on.
Season 3 of The Walking Dead is now available, streaming on amctv.com for free. In case you haven't seen it enough times, you can go there.
And if you want to rewatch the final 8.
9 through 16, yeah.
And then join us next time.
So, but they say episodes 1 through 11 are available until the end of September, and then 12 through 16 from now until the season 4 premieres on October 13th.
So go ahead and gorge.
So go to amctv.com and click full episodes and you can find it.
Enjoy.
All right, from here on out, it's about season 4. It's slightly spoilery, but not too bad. Some of it's, just vague stuff from Kirkman and stuff like that. But if you don't like that stuff, you should move along to the next segment now. Kirkman talked about season 4 with E.T. online. Ouch, E.T. He says, this is about Michonne. He says, more than anyone else, she's very affected by the death of Andrea, and she's driven to find this guy, the governor, and bring him to justice. And the fact that he's still out there in the unknown doing God knows what is really driving her crazy. And so her, more than any other character, is obsessed with finding him and making him pay. So I think it's equal, right? Like if what I'm saying is right, I mean, obviously he still hates her too. So they hate each other.
So he wants to get back at her for killing Penny. She wants to get back at him for killing Andrea.
Yeah.
Let the good times roll, people.
Mm-hmm. A lot of sexual tension there. Just kidding. So whether there's a master plan to end the series, he says, not right now. I mean, we're happy to go into season 4. We're hoping that it continues doing well. Hoping to see a season 5, a season 6, a season 20. Who knows how long it'll run. I do think that when the show does wrap up, there will be a really cool resolution and people will be satisfied that they've gone on this journey. It's not going to be a thing that just kind of tapers off and ends in an unsatisfactory way. Sure.
We've heard that before.
He's like, it's going to be good, but trust me.
Yeah.
If it goes 20 seasons, there's no way it would go that long. I think 7 would be fine.
Is Kirkman still putting out the comics regularly?
Maybe 8. Yeah. It's good.
Okay.
In fact, we've had more and more listeners ask us to do segments on the comic. And I was thinking about seeing if Mr. Blog might want to do that. Hi, Mr. Blog. I think he does want to do. And I was seeing if he might want to team up with Gracie Lou and have them do it together. I don't think she wants to, but she's hearing me say this right now, so she knows I'm going to ask her if they want to do that.
Get ready for your excuse, Gracie Lou.
Because we're so busy, maybe have somebody, some fresh blood in there, and they could do
We need fresh blood.
Yeah.
Blood.
The next thing, this is hinting about scarier, maybe evolving zombies this season. Kirkman told TV Line that the group will be facing some really intense, scary, very detail-oriented zombies, more so than anything you've seen thus far. As far as changing their methods or behavior or evolving in any kind of major way, that's really just not the point of the show. The show's about these characters, and the zombies are present, and they will always be a threat, but the show isn't really about these creatures evolving into something new. So to me, that says that they might evolve, but not in a major way. And then a while back, producer Gail Ann Hurd said, quote, "We're going to amp up the threat of the walkers because they've started to seem like a manageable threat," kind of like you were talking about.
Yeah, you can just swat them away like flies.
Yeah. She said, "I think we'll have walkers who are even more ravenous than before. We're in a world where there are fewer people and more walkers, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that on screen this season." And finally, Norman Reedus said, I'm sorry.
Hang on. Do you remember in Warm Bodies when the zombies who'd been around a long, long time evolved into those crazy creatures?
Oh, yeah.
They were great. Yeah, maybe yeah, nice sound.
I read all this before, so that sort of colored when I was saying I think the zombies might evolve somewhat. Norman Reedus said, "They've introduced a way to make the zombie scary again, and they're terrifying. The new threat is just unreal. I can't, of course, tell you what that is, but it's brilliant writing." So we'll see.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, I might just say, "Oh, that's good," but I don't know if I would be like, "Brilliant."
That's the work of a genius.
Oh my God. I can die now that I've seen that. AMC put up a 4-minute season 4 teaser video. Some tidbits that they've conveniently summarized at wetpaint.com says showrunner Scott Gimple said the time jump between seasons 3 and season 4 is about 6 or 7 months.
Oh, he just says it. Mm-hmm. All right.
The prison has become a more stable place. Rick dies in the first episode. I'm just kidding. But we see the fences starting to give thanks to the hungry walkers, and safety begins to fall apart. They talk more about this new threat.
You got to shore up that fence.
They say you can't put your finger on where it's going to come next, and it's coming from the inside. According to Nicotero, the season is really all about one thing. What would you be willing to do, and can you come back from the things that you've done to survive? Is that different from this season? I think so, I guess. A little different.
Yeah.
What would you be willing to do?
Yeah.
I guess so.
I guess they have to do worse things than they have already.
Yeah. Okay. He says, "We wanted every character to be pushed to their breaking point. This is The Walking Dead. Things are only going to get worse. Just wait."
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
This is just a technical question. So you're in the prison, and you have hungry walkers that are that are at the fence, that are starting to push on the fence. Don't you just station somebody there all the time to just safely, and with something that's long and pointy, like just a giant, I'm thinking screwdriver, and just screwdriver them in the eyeball, just row after row after row, just as long as it takes? Wouldn't you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and that way you could save the fence. You can maintain the fence's life.
Mm-hmm. If I wanted to create a dramatic TV show, I might not do that.
Maybe not.
But it looks like, I think, if I remember right in that video, several of them kind of storm up at once. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's maybe the threat. Maybe they're faster and hungrier. Hungry zombies.
Yeah. I just keep picturing that. Like the hippos.
Like hungry hippos, yeah.
Like
exactly.
No jaws. No lower jaw. Melissa McBride said, "What's great about season 4 is how intimate and important all the stories are within each little group." And
they weren't before? Okay.
For once.
Finally.
And then it looks like maybe Tyrese is getting cozy with Karen.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we see him upset. He's holding flowers. He looks shocked. So I think we should have like a Karen Death Watch this season.
Yeah.
You want to?
Oh,
and
yeah.
That could be our contest.
Oh.
What episode will Karen die in?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Well,
like it. And will Karen come back as a zombie?
Yeah, I hope so. And if we get a chance to talk to some of the writers this season, I want to ask them if Karen was named after you.
Aw, probably. She escaped death once before by, pulling the dead body over her.
She's overdue.
She is. She's just biding time. Death to Karen.
We'll go ahead and say it. That's our new
new contest. Death to Karen.
That's our new tagline. That's our show. Death to Karen. Okay.
Hope Karen gets bit.
All right, let's move on to listener moans, groans, and grunts.
Brains.
Okay, before we get into the email, I want to talk about the podcast awards. Remember I mentioned that last time that we're up for the podcast awards?
The casties.
Yeah. The Oscars of the podcasting world. So I told everyone on Facebook, as you and I agreed, that we would do something crazy or reveal something if we win, and asked for suggestions. And I'm going to read what we got. We got a bunch of suggestions. They say, finally show Karen's face somewhere.
Sure.
Evan says, the two of you have given your time and energy to putting on a fun and entertaining companion to Walking Dead. It's proved a forum for fans and interesting insight, making the show even more enjoyable. If you win, lose, or draw, keep doing what you do. I have no hoops for you to jump through.
I love you, Evan.
You may have my votes also, as many as I can cast as soon as I can cast them. Don't get bit. If I were to have a hoop, it may be related to the sharing of beers. Oh, he kind of...
You got it. You got it, baby.
A couple other people said that too. And, I agree, but it's kind of fun to do this, and it just reminds people and gets them more excited about it. It's not like I think anybody would vote for us just to get us to do something. I just think it's a little fun extra thing.
Yeah.
To motivate. Sandra, tell us how you met and became friends.
But we told you, prison. God.
Pablo says, tell us how you guys met.
Prison. Jesus.
Kyle says, yes, could we get a shirtless picture of Jason? He sounds very dreamy.
He is dreamy.
From Kyle. Hi, Kyle. Cindy says, I'm with Sandra. We want to know the story of how you met.
Prison.
Victor says, I vote for a 24-hour podcast marathon.
No.
Here's how we met. Romulo says, I agree. A podcast mocking each other, personality, and outfits for 24 hours.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
You have an athletics shirt on. That's very nice. I like it.
Thank you. Go Oakland.
Mm-hmm. And me too. How did you guys meet? The people want to know. Elizabeth says, if you win, do a video cast dressed as Michonne and Daryl. I wish you luck. If you don't win, just keep on keeping on. You're the best. Frackety, frack, frack, frackety. If we don't win, it's no skin off our backs.
Right.
But it would be fun. Gracie Lou says, I'm with Evan on this one. I don't need any incentive other than trying to help you win to vote. And that has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that I am terribly unimaginative.
No, I disagree, Gracie. You're very imaginative.
Kristen says, definitely want to know how you met. Jody says, Schneider, let us see what Karen looks like. Oh, wait, that's her last name, Schneider. Let us see what Karen looks like.
You can see what I look like. Yeah, all you
come to the Walker Stalker Con.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be all over that thing.
Kirk says, I love Victor's idea of a 24-hour podcast. I say combine that with Elizabeth's idea to make it a video cast, and then throw in that both of you be dressed as zombies for the whole show. Awesome. Maybe you could get someone from Walking Dead to do the makeup.
We were already dressed as zombies.
You want to do that?
I hated wearing that makeup.
24-hour zombie podcast.
I couldn't wait to put the shaving cream on get that crap off my face.
Matt says, if you win, a randomly selected listener who can prove they voted for you each day gets to be a guest for an entire episode of the Walking Dead cast.
I don't know how you can prove that, but sure. Come on over.
John says, you watch all 5. That's right. 5 Twilight movies. No way.
That's funny.
I'm not watching one of those.
I already did. That's
out.
Did you see the bad lip reading Twilight? The bad lip reading for the Twilight movies is freaking
those are all
awesome.
A couple more. Roxanne says, send everyone a thank you card.
Aw.
Everyone in the world.
Thanks, everyone.
Kim says,
there it is. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Kim says, how about you spend a whole day or podcast dressed up as and acting like each other? Ha 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 ha.
We act like each other already enough.
That. No, God. I'm like this and you're like this. That'd be
whatever
hilarious.
You say.
Shut up. He says, she says that would be hilarious. Probably more painful for Jason.
Yeah.
On this one. Why? Because I have to act like Karen, or because I have to hear myself? I don't understand this one. A wig, some lipstick, and a bit of mascara. Oh, I see. And Jason would make a lovely Karen.
I probably don't wear mascara all that often.
Jeff says, how about you buy the first 10, 20, or 100 a round of beer? The kind you drink while podcasting in the past. And
Stella.
finally, Jordan says, tell us how you met. So I'd say it's pretty clear the way the wind blows on this one.
I think the wind is shifting in all kinds of different
And
directions.
you said that
Prison.
if most people said a certain one, you would do it. That's what you told
Fine.
me.
Let's win.
Okay. So Karen has been very reluctant to tell you guys how we met.
I like to save,
We should make
preserve
it
the
all
mystery.
the juicier.
Preserve the mystery. There's no big deal.
It's not a big deal.
There's
I agree.
nothing to be ashamed at. Spending time in prison is, not that uncommon.
So I want to tell you that the entrance, it's kind of interesting. They're judged on quality of website design. That's 15%. And we're actually putting up a new design that Mark Manfrey did for us in the coming weeks. So I'm excited about that. The quality of sound, which is 15%. The quality of podcast delivery and show format, which is 10%. The relevance of the content, which is 20%, and number of nominations, which is 40%. So that's actually the most important one, number of nominations. So if you want to learn how Karen and I met, or you just think that we deserve to win something, on October 1st, go to podcastawards.com and nominate us for Best Entertainment and Best Produced. I'll put a link up on our website with a reminder about, the details of this as we get closer. But just wanted to bring it up and dangle that carrot out there. The carrot
Big, juicy,
yeah, it's going to be
prison
like, you say it
flavored,
and they're like, that's it.
reconstituted carrot. Sounds
You're the
delicious.
one who's making it into a big deal, not me. I don't think it's a big deal at
our
all.
listeners are making it into a big deal. Trust me, it's not that interesting.
I agree. It's not that interesting. Oh, I forgot to mention if we do win those podcast awards, also, I'm going to go up on stage and say this.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me right now. You like me.
Do you remember? That was I read that was actually a line from the movie, so she got a lot of flack
really?
from that when she was kind of playing
No
off
kidding.
of that. Yeah,
Wait, what movie?
it's Sally Field.
What
right?
was the
Norma
movie?
Ray.
Oh, that was Norma Ray.
Yeah,
Oh, that's changes the whole.
I know.
Wow,
It's not as pathetic.
can't believe I never saw Norma Ray.
All right, let's get into the email.
This one comes from Derek. Derek writes, "Hey guys, just listening to this week's podcast and wanted to say congrats. That's fantastic news. I'm a huge fan of you guys, and but my big nerd love is for the Shield comics, and I've been collecting them for over 20 years. So now I'm even more excited again to hear that you guys got the podcast gig. I'll definitely be tuning in from Ireland. Well done. Oh, I should have done that in an Irish accent. Thanks, Derek. Hope everything's going well in Ireland.
He's talking about I don't know if you guys all heard, but Karen and I are doing another podcast of sorts. It's actually, they don't want us to call it a podcast, but it's a little talk show.
It's a talk show
about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., this
Yes.
upcoming Marvel thing. And I'll go ahead and talk about it now. So when several listeners have asked us, would you ever do another podcast? And would you please podcast about this show or that show? And I've always said, no, I don't want to do it because I want to devote, all my time and energy to making Walking Dead cast good. Well, forget about that.
We're done making it good.
No, actually, this is
our
perfect
baby.
because, this is our baby, exactly. But this is perfect because it's, there's no time for preparation, and we only talk for 20 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an instant take. So all we have to do is watch S.H.I.E.L.D., which I would do anyway.
Right.
And so would you, right? Because it's Joss
Right.
Whedon.
Yes.
And then we just talk about it for 20 minutes and that's it. So it's not going to
Yes.
take anything away from The Walking Dead. But if you are curious, if you're going to watch that show anyway, or you want to hear more from us, go to tvtalk.com. There's already one episode from us up there, just kind of a primer because it hasn't aired yet.
And they're short. They're only
Yeah.
about 18 minutes
Bite-sized
long.
morsels.
Yeah, so they're easy to take, and they're a fun little treat.
I would love if you guys some of you would go download it because I want to impress the guys at TV Talk that asked us to do this.
That we actually have people
Yeah.
listening to us.
And I'm curious to know,
What you think?
what
Be
you
honest.
think, yeah.
Be honest.
Be honest. Okay, this is from Catherine. By the way, if you do that, you can download this TV Talk app and you can listen to it on there. Okay, this is from Catherine. There's there's a really great detective style show called Life that only lasted 2 seasons, but I was so happy to stumble onto it when I found out how very good it was. The cool coincidence, both Glenn Mazzara and Scott Gimple worked on it. It's what I call quality TV, and if you enjoy interesting characters and stories disguised as a police procedural, I know you'd like it too. I've never heard of that one, but I know those, I think Mazzara brought Gimple onto Walking Dead, so it makes sense that they've worked together
I haven't
before.
heard of it either. I wonder if it's on iTunes or Netflix.
We should check it out. I also enjoyed Orange is the New Black, which I totally enjoyed, which you've mentioned, but even more, Orphan Black. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I sure have. That's a BBC show.
I
It's
have
supposed to be great.
I've heard it's good, but I have no clue what it's about.
Yeah. Have you heard of this one?
Cool name.
This new one called, I want to say Blackpool. Is that what it's called? Not Blackpool.
Something, yeah.
It's with David Tennant.
Oh, yeah.
Why am I...
Broadchurch?
Broadchurch, Blackpool. God, really, Karen? Really?
I can't believe I pulled that out.
Thank you for pulling out Broadchurch. That's supposed to be fantastic, too.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to the Doctor Who 50th anniversary.
Yes.
Which has Matt Smith and David Tennant. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's sometimes in Doctor Who, since he's a time traveler, he'll meet previous versions of himself.
Recently, they've been showing a lot of the old Who's doctors.
Yeah, they have. That's right. Catherine goes on, it's Orphan Black is addictive and you will storm through the first season if you like the main character. Thanks for the hard work you do on your show, and really glad you mentioned Doctor Who so much too. Huh?
We're happy to oblige. Thanks for writing in, Catherine. This one's from Kristen, who writes, after watching The Walking Dead season 3 finale when it aired, I thought, I wonder if there are any podcasts about The Walking Dead. Yours was the first one I found, and I spent the summer listening to every single episode. You've finished number 111 and cannot wait for episode 112. Here are the top 5 things that drew me to this podcast.
It says note from Jason.
Note from Jason. These are way too complimentary for us to read on the air. Thank you, Kristen. That's so great. Can't wait to hear how you met. Don't get bit, Kristen. Kristen, thank you. So sweet. Wow. Too bad that I'll never know what your top 5 is. Since
I
Jason,
sent it to you.
Yeah, I know you did.
Okay. Thanks, Kristen. Now we just have one call this week, and it's from Keith from Long Island.
Hey, Jason and Karen. This is Keith from Long Island, New York. Just got the Walking Dead Season 3 Limited Edition Blu-ray. Came today, and
I'm jealous.
Man, this thing is awesome. Just put it together.
Awesome.
And the zombie heads are so freaking realistic. They're sculpted, just gorgeous, gorgeous sculptures. 5 of them, and so takes 15 minutes to put it together. Put the batteries in, and the backlighting, when I turn the button on for the backlighting, it just looks awesome. I have yet to put the water in, so that's just going to make them look even that much sicker. But you guys gotta check them out. I don't know if you're gonna buy it, but it's really cool. And the way the Blu-ray movies are incorporated to fit into the display model is really a good idea. Really nice the way they did it. So because I had bought the season 2 limited edition Blu-ray with the zombie head, with the screwdriver, and I don't know which one I like better. I think they're both really cool. I'd say that they're quite different, but I think the floating zombie heads are a little cooler. But anyway, looking forward to your next podcast, and talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks, Keith. That was a good description.
Keith.
I like that. In this
I liked his
New York
voice.
exit.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, that makes me want that thing. Yeah, I didn't really want the zombie head for some reason, but I want the aquarium. Yeah.
AMC, just so you know, my birthday's coming up. And if you want to send me one of those, that'd be great. Thanks.
Okay, shall we close it out?
Let's do it, man.
All right. All right, that's our show. Nico wants his daddy. Let's wrap it up. This was episode 112. Thank you for listening, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Good to be back. A couple things. I would like a zombie intern to help us. I was just thinking, as we come into the new season 4 and I'm gearing up to start pestering the publicists again to get more interviews and stuff, that it would be cool to be able to send them just short, like 1 minute or maybe even less clips of when we've interviewed some of these people before, particularly the parts that make it look like they might have fun,
Right.
But it's a lot of work, and so I was wondering if anybody of you are good at audio editing and want to get involved with the show.
You can do it from home.
You'd be willing, to pull some clips from some of those interviews that we can use when we write to ask for more interviews.
And you don't have to be a zombie, by the way.
Right.
In fact, it's I don't know. I think it might hinder the process.
Yeah, we might not get the best clips. It's like, that's not an interview with that person. We'll give you some swag to make it worth your while, but you'll have some experience out of it and stuff like that. If you'd like to leave us a message, you can call us at 650-485-DEAD. That's 650-485-3323.
You can email us at brains@walkingdeadcast.com.
You can check out our website at walkingdeadcast.com, and don't forget to click through our Amazon link. Thanks for everybody who's been doing that. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
people continue to do it.
So great. We're also on Twitter at Jason and Karen, on Tumblr at walkingdeadcast.tumblr.com, on Facebook at facebook.com/deadcast, and on Pinterest at pinterest.com/deadcast. What?
I wrote, and Karen is the coolest, just to see if she would read it. He didn't read it.
What's that Anchorman when they're like, what is his name in Anchorman? Oh shoot! He says, "I'm Joe Blow," and the producer's like, "Damn it! Who put the question mark at the end of his name? He'll read it." No, I'm not that guy.
That's hilarious. No, you stopped.
I sure did, pal.
So join us in a couple of weeks when it won't be us. Mr. Blog and his offspring Maggie,
but it will be part of us,
are going to be filling in.
We're going to be doing the rest.
We'll be doing the rest of the rewatch for episodes 9 through 16 of season 3.
Jason is going to be drinking ouzo and lazing around the beaches of Santorini.
Then we'll be back on Tuesday, October 15th, talking about the season 4 premiere. So that's time after next. I'm really excited about getting into another season of podcasting, especially after having just watched season 3. It's getting me, in the mood and everything. I think Raylyn, our friend Raylyn, is going to be writing some episode synopses for us, like a weekly basis. Yeah. Analysis and synopsis. Right. And, I've already got at least one special interview guest mostly lined up. So that's cool. We've got that new website design that I mentioned. We got some new posters coming out and, all kinds of our usual good stuff.
And we're 3